Hello friends, welcome to Programming in Your Hands. This is Do While Loop Part 3. In Part 1, we saw about input and output statements, that is Cin and Cout. And in Part 2, we entered into looping statements and we learned about while loop. And there was a question at last for you. Hope you would have done the exercise and let me check it. And today we are going to see about do while loop. Again, it is a looping statement. Why do we go for looping statement? To repeat a set of statement continuously. Okay. Now, what is the difference between a while loop and a do while loop? While loop will be executed only if the condition is true. And do while loop will be executed at least once, even if the condition is going to be false. That is the speciality of do while loop. So do while loop will be executed at least once, even if the condition is going to be false. Okay, we'll see the syntax of do while now. This is do, you will open and close, and in between you will have some statements that is to be repeated, and at last you have a while and the condition. So first our program will enter into the do statement. We are telling it to do first and then to check the condition. So this is how it looks. There will be a do while loop body. There will be a test condition. If the condition is true, it get backs into the loop, and if the test condition is going to be false, the loop gets terminated. So this is the working of a do while loop. We'll see some simple programs on how do while is executing. So now, as all of us know, how do we see this? What will be printed in the output? Yes, very good. So Cout, you have double quotes, and within double quotes we have welcome. So welcome will be printed in the output screen. Fine. Now we are saying int I equals 1. So what is my data type? Integer. So 1 is going to be a number which is assigned to a variable I. Good. Now do. We are telling to do. What to do? It enters into the body, and now you can see Cout I. What is I? What is the value of I? 1. So now 1 will be printed. And you know already what is the slash n mean. It comes to the next line. So after printing 1, it comes to the next line and I is incremented. So now my I value becomes 2. So once it is done, now it sees the closing bracket, and after which it checks for the condition. So even though the condition is going to be false, it doesn't matter. The loop will be executed at least once, and then it checks for the condition. Now 2 is less than 5. The condition is true. Now what does it do? It again goes to the do loop, and now Cout I. So I value is 2. So 2 is printed. It comes to the next line. Now I is incremented. So it becomes 3 now. Now it checks for while loop again, the condition. Now while I is less than 5, which means now the value is again checked, and then if the condition is true, it gets back to do loop again. Now suppose if the condition is 5, suppose I value is 5. Now it checks for the condition. 5 is less than 5. Is the condition true? No, the condition is false. So where does it go? It comes to the next line. It doesn't enter into the do loop. It comes out of this do while loop because the condition is not satisfied. So this is the working of a do while loop. Hope you would have understood. Now again a simple program for you which we have dealt with while loop, the same program to print set of positive numbers. Okay. Now that was doing a while, was performed using a while loop, and this will be performed using a do while loop. That is just the difference. Now we are assigning two variables a and sum because we are going to add. So now a is given a value of 0, sum is assigned a value of 0. This equal to is called an assignment operator. Okay. Now it enters into the do while loop. What is the working of a do while loop? It will be executed at least once even if the condition is going to be false. So now what happens? We'll see. Now do, it will enter inside. Now sum plus equal to, this is an arithmetic assignment operator, which means sum is equal to sum plus a. So already the sum value is 0, a value is 0, now sum value is also 0. Okay, now see out, enter a number. So enter a number, I am giving 2. Now in the Cin value, I am giving the value for a as 2. Now it sees the closing bracket, it comes out, now it checks for the condition. 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, the condition is satisfied. So now where does it go? Yes, it goes to the do loop again. Now the same continues, sum equals sum plus a. Now the value of a is, I have already entered as 2. So value of a becomes 2. The sum value was 0. So 0 plus 2, 2. Now my sum value is 2. Okay. Now again it asks for, in the next line, enter a number. So now I am typing 4. Okay. So now instead of, now my a value is 4. I have typed it as 4. Now while 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Yes, the condition is satisfied. Where does it go now? Yes, it goes to the do loop. So now sum equals sum plus a, which means 4 plus 2, my sum value is 6 now. Okay. Now suppose I am entering a negative number. We will see what happens. See out, enter a number. So enter a number. Now I am typing for a minus 4. It is a negative number. So now I am checking for the condition. Minus 4 is greater than or equal to 0. Is it greater than or equal to 0? No. The condition is false. So where does it go now? Yes, it comes to the next line. So now see out, the sum is, so it is in double quotes. So the sum is will be displayed as such. What is the value of the sum? Yes, the sum value is 4 plus 2, which is 6, and that will be displayed. So this is a simple program where if we enter a negative number, the program adds up the positive numbers and then it terminates. So now we will see what happens if it is accepting a negative number. Again a simple program, again a same program, but there are some differences here. Yes, a value I have changed it as 2 now. Okay, earlier in the previous program it was 0. Now the a value is 2 and the sum value is 0. Now again the do while loop. Fine. We will see a sample. Now what is the condition here? While a is less than 0. So when will the loop continue? Only if the condition is satisfied, only if I am giving my a negative value. So now what happens? We will see. Now int a is equal to 2, sum equals 0. Now there is a do while loop. It enters in. Even though the condition is not satisfied, it enters in because my a value is 2 here. 2 is not less than 0. But still this do loop will be continuing its process because what is do while? Yes, it executes at least once even if the condition is going to be false. Okay. Now sum equals sum plus a. What is the value of a? 2. Okay. So now sum value becomes 2 now. Now see out, enter a number. Okay, enter a number. I am typing my a value as 2 again. Okay. So now I am typing a as 2. Now it checks for the condition. So while 2 is less than 0, is the condition true? No, the condition becomes false. So where does it go? It comes to the next line and the program terminates. After printing the sum is, what is the value of the sum? Already 2 plus 0, it gives me 2. Yes. So this is how a do while executes. Even if a condition is false, it executes at least once. Now we will check for one more output. Now I am entering a negative number here. Okay, we will see. So first automatically it enters inside the do loop. Now it asks to enter a number. I am typing a as -2. So now minus 2 less than 0 is the condition. Yes, the condition is satisfied. Now where does it go? It goes again to do now. So now sum equals sum plus a. Sum value was already 2 and my a value has now changed it to minus 2. 2 minus 2 is going to be 0. So sum value will be actually 0. Now again it asks for entering a number. So enter a number. I am typing 1. Now what happens? Yes, while 1 is less than 0, is the condition true? No, the condition becomes false. So where does it go? It goes to the next line. So now what will be printed? The sum is. And what was the sum? 2 minus 2 is 0. So 0 will be printed. And this is my output. So I have shown you different outputs for you to understand well. So now I have an exercise as usual for you. Using do while, I want an output should be, the first line it should say, I am born to succeed. This is how it should print. And in the next line, it should print 1. In the next line, it should print 2 continuously till 10. Okay. So I am waiting for you to write in the comment box a program which will display all these. Waiting for your output and waiting for your program to be written in the comment box. Thank you for your attention. Wait more and subscribe for more exciting exercises for you. Thank you.